Okay. Okay, today we're going to address the project quality management project. So typically, can you hear me? Yeah, start recording by Shaolin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So going to talk about the project. So would you like to, would you like to say something? What should be taken into consideration? We are starting a project. So what's on your mind when you are project leader? Sorry.
The goal.
Yeah, good. So we're going to have a setting, goal setting, cool. And Yichun, what do you think? What do you think?
The project goal.
Yeah, project goal has and
what kind of result do we expect?
okay, so the schedule. Set up the schedule and okay, then Patricia, what do you think?
How you will execute the project,
Okay.
like the method.
Okay, so how to
project execution.
Project execution, or how the yeah. So what put the schedule on the Gantt chart, something like that. This is you're going to work on the project by schedule, and anything, Meng Yu?
I think what kind of teammates we need, like some people they need some skills.
Okay, so we call it human resources, right? And Zhang Mingchen, what do you think?
Like how to manage the project.
Manage it. Okay, your organization. Project. So what is the member? The organization organization of the project and the project scope. Anything else? Johnson, Dujano.
Hi, sorry, professor.
Yeah, Dujano, and what do you think? So when you're running a project or you're a project leader, what do you think? Something you would like to take into consideration?
Well,
Excuse me? Excuse me? Or sorry.
The machines you need, like the equipment.
Okay, equipment, something or resources. We like to say that human resources and technical resources. Technical resources. Okay. And Du Jiano, then that's your turn. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
And then I will talk about for machine learning and sensors that work with.
Yeah, there's nothing to do with that. There's nothing to do with those. So when you consider you don't get so many details. No, there's nothing to do with those quite detailed technology. No, at the very beginning, you don't want to take into that microscope detail.
Yeah.
And Ethan, what do you think? Excuse me, Ethan.
Right.
What do you think?
Wait,
Excuse me. Yeah, actually consider the cost and your time frame. Yeah, so many things. You consider resources, your cost, and then you're going to evaluate what is expected outcome. Don't you think so? So something you expect for. So that is effective outcome. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all we have. So we're going to talk about the project, the quality management, about the project management. So.
Teacher.
Yes.
So we have to consider equipment. Then do we need to consider softwares?
Yeah. Well, I would rather say it is technical resources. So just in the very beginning, we don't just break down that into that detail. So yeah, this is the whole idea. Then you might need the resource technical report, the technical support. So maybe come from the different department. So they're going to break down into the detailed plan. So yeah, that will be second tier.
Oh, okay, I see. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Then the learning objective of, so first of all, I'd like to mention this. So today, in addition to today, we're going to have a lecturing next week. Then the week after next week, and the last week. Okay, so the following the next week going to have a lecture, no problem. After the remaining 2 weeks, so that leaves to all of you for the paper presentation. Paper presentation. So everybody need to present your paper for each person. So going to have a 20-minute presentation. So going to prepare your PPT for presentation. So through the team, you're going to share your screen. So you're going to, yes, dress. So you're going to dress a little bit. Not that formal, however, you need to dress normally. You cannot dress t-shirt, you cannot, yeah. So just the casual formal. Then you're going to turn on your camera, let everybody to see you. So yeah, next week we're going to determine. So totally we go. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Totally we have how many people? 9. So going to 2 hour, 3 hour, 4. So totally you're going to have 9 people, I think. So going to separate. So next week we're going to have a first 1, 2, 3, maybe 5. I will give you the list of who's going to present first. Maybe Shaolin will be the first. Jiang Mingchun, Zhang Yichun, or let me see how. So let you prepare first. Let me see that. The week after next week, we're going to have 5 people for presentation. We're going to have let me see, Shaolin, Jiang Mingchun, and Zhang Yichun, Hui Xing, and Meng Yu. Okay, the 5 people going to present first during the week after next week. Is that okay for you?
Okay.
And the remaining 4 people going to present in the last week. That is final exam week. So okay, let me say it again. Going to be Shaolin, Mingchun, Yichun, Huixing, and Meng Yu, right? Okay. So let's just have the schedule like that. So you can present up to 30 minutes. Then, okay, so let us have a rule. So everybody needs to attend the presentation week. Then for the week for the first presentation week after next week, we're going to have 5 people for presentation. The other 4 who do not present need to ask question for each person. So during the final week, we're going to have 4 people for presentation. For each presentation, the remaining 5 people need to at least propose 1 question for each person. Is that clear for everyone? Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
So
teacher.
1 question for every person.
Yes. So when you take that week off, you need to ask the question. When you present, you can ask the question. So this is based upon you, depends on you. However, when you present the week, you are not necessarily to ask the question. However, you can. However, it is only optional. Then during the week you do not present, you need to ask at least 1 question for each person. Okay, I think that's quite fair, right? Okay, let us do that. Do it that way. Then before, for example, in 2 weeks, 2 weeks later, before a presentation, 1 day before, you need to send me your PPT. You send me your PPT through the email to me. Is that clear for everyone? Then the cover page going to type your name, type your student ID, and your email, and the topic you're going to present. So for each PPT, you're going to just attach the paper on the back of your PPT. You just use a copy and paste and attach to the several pages on the back of your PPT. Yeah, is that okay for you? Understandable? Guys?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Understand.
So I think it's quite, let me see that. Let me see that. Okay, thank you. Cool. So let me type it. Let me see the. Hold on. Let me see the exact date. So let me see that for going to 17, right? 6:17. We're going to have a 5 presenter. And 24. 24, we're going to have a 4 presenter. 4 presenter. So if you cannot present, so you don't get the portion of your mark. So finally you will not pass. You need to be present to present. Is that clear? There's no particular reason, any excuses. The only one excuse is, well, you're really sick. You have been quarantined. Oh, yeah. So I do not want to see that happen to you. Okay, so for everybody going to the 20 to 30 minute. For each presentation. And the Q&A for each one. So for first person, they're going to 4 to 5 question. 4 to 5 question. Maybe 15. 15 to 20 minutes for 4 to 5 question. Okay, so I think that is going to accommodate within the 3 hour duration, 3 hour interval, right? So, okay, so going to yeah, let me see how I want to type. Yeah, but okay, so let's continue our class. So the learning goal of this chapter, understand the importance of the project quality management, and for the information technology and the product and services, I think so most of today's routine life, the IT, we call the ICT. In Taiwan, particularly referred to the ICT, right? This is internet. ICT, or yeah, communication or computer technology, that's referred to ICT, and define project quality management and understand how quality relates to various aspects of IT project. So information technology. So this should be the internet. Okay. So describe how quality and scope management are related, and discuss the importance of quality assurance, especially for the ISO, the ISO accreditation system. And last one, explain the main outputs of the quality control process, or SPC. So the learning objective, so we understand the tool and technique for quality control, and such as the 7 basic tool for quality, like statistical sampling, acceptance sampling, and SPC, statistical process control, and testing like gauge R&R. I think I mentioned this in my class before. And this is the repeatability and reproducibility. Disability, right? This is a Gage and R&R study. The summarize the contributions of noteworthy quality experts to modern quality management, and describe how leadership, especially charisma. Yeah, so this is quite cool, especially in this very difficult moment. You can see the mayor of Taipei City and the new Taipei City. Yeah, the chief officer of the CDC and the executive yuan, or even the president of the Republic of China, actually. So the charisma leadership going to be one of the most utmost element, especially very difficult during this very difficult moment. And cost of quality, organizational influences, and exploitation, the cultural differences, especially in Taiwan. Now, there's an environment or ambience of the multicultural environment. Then we have different. The people come from different areas, like South Asia, we call the Asian, from Indonesia, from Thailand. We have a quite decent portion of the students come from the Central America, South America. Some exchange students from Europe, from France, from German, the Germany, and from UK. Then, so this cultural differences when we work together, and maturity model relate to improving quality in IT projects. So discuss how software can assist in project quality management. So importance of the quality management, the project quality management. Many people joke about the poor quality of the IT product. Since sometimes those IT people always stay in the front and offline. Most of IT people always stay in the back end of line, so just stay in behind. So they use their expertise, or just take advantage of their technical knowledge, try to create the new product, create the new software for people, for the market. So yeah, is any particular possible drawback or any gap between the technical people and the user or the market? What do you think? What is the gap between the technical people and the market? Yichun.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you repeat the question?
So yeah, like I type in the text box, the IT people always stay in the back end of line. They stay behind in the very hidden line of the company. They never face the front line. They never encounter any customer. Sometimes they do know how to respond the request from the customer or the user in the market. So yeah, how can you fill the gap? Understand my question?
Not really.
Not really. Shaolin, would you like to help him? Do you understand my question, Shaolin?
Also not really.
Not really. Patricia, what do you think? Do you understand my question?
You say the gap of the people with the, I think like, can you repeat just, you say like the technical people and the market, right? The gap of technical people in the market.
Yeah, so how can you fill the gap? Or just reduce the gap? How can you do?
When you say reduce the gap, I think like all about machine, because when you say the technical people, usually when you're in the technology industry and you see the technical people make the effects.
Yeah, so well,
So I
yeah,
think you have to to have the specialist people
yes,
who know how to do the all about the IT.
yeah, that could be, or take the advantage of the social media. They they do not necessarily meet customer in person. However, you need to get the feedback from them. We call
I
it,
think marketing can help too, right?
yeah,
Because the
yeah,
marketing of Facebook ads or Instagram ads. So I think that is a excellent way to connect.
yes, yes. I think that will be the middleware between the customer and the technical people. So we call the customer service, or call the field the field application engineer. Call the FAE. In the in the IT company, they have a field application engineer. So send the people who know a moderate amount of the technical knowledge, then just provide service and the counseling whenever necessary. So they call the FAE. They're going to fill the gap. So that is to say, you need to. So that is to say, technical people should open their eye. Then they should open their mind and walk out the door and to face the challenge, to see the problem, to see the difficulty or any challenge from customer. Then they can directly to explain to the customer and bring those problem back into the office, solve it when you have a possible solution, and present the solution to the customer in person. That's what I'm talking about. That's why now we have some big data analyst or the domain engineer. They're going to form the team. They team up as a team to present their solution or troubleshooting procedure to the customer, then as a team. So then the gap can be filled.
Teacher,
Yes.
is how we call QFD?
No, QFD. Okay, this is another different story. Okay, the QFD is done in the R and D stage. Is different. So before prototyping, before you're going to create your new idea, you have a new idea, and you like to develop or design a new product for your customer. Then, in order to make your new idea realize in the real world, so you need to talk to your customer. Then you're going to reduce the gap between the idea and the realistic requirement from the customer. So that is that's a little bit different. So I mean, you're going to fill the gap in my question. That means, so when you deliver already, you deliver already. However, sometimes you get a feedback. The feedback sometimes not directly back to your R&D staff. So those feedback need to be realized or has been totally understood by the R&D staff. So that can separate into two phases. One before the idea has been formalized, or the idea has been commercialized into the product. So so during these two situations, both situations filling the gap is necessary. Do I answer your question? So QFD need to do before the new product has been designed. After the product has been designed, you still need to fill the gap. So you have the troubleshooting, the different requirement from the different customer. You still need to fill the gap. So there's two different situations.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So yeah, this is a good question. So this QFD. So before the idea has been realized, we use a QFD. After the product has been launched, after that we call the CRM, the customer relationship management. Customer relationship and energy management. Yu, get it?
Yeah, get it. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good question. So, and so many people joke about the poor quality of the IT. So in the state of the art, sometimes the technical people want to just stand out in the front end of line. So that could be possible, right? Since we have a social media, right? From the social media, they're going to collect all the possible idea and what the possible pros and cons, what the possible criticism, something good about your idea, something good about your product. They're going to feedback from the social media. So from, yes.
I want to know, for example, when the Uber has the 5-star, that is a way to know if that is good or not too.
Well, so that is, we're going to use a text mining. So it give you 5-star. Maybe they like the product on the overall perspective. However, you still don't know which part they are favored, right? So sometimes you need to create some discussion, the point and the discussion. Yeah, how about the interface? Yeah, how about the charging system? How about the duration of the battery of the cell phone? How about the communication quality of the iPhone? Something like that. So going to screen out those keywords. Get it? When you get a keyword or key phrases like a charging or the battery or the Siri or something, then you can also can identify to determine if during this post this person like it or not. Maybe they posted, oh, I like the interface, I like the color, I like the design. Yeah, there's a no friend. This is the old glasses design. I like it very much. So you're going to identify, I like the friend, the old glasses, the full glass, the full screen. So from those keywords, you understand this person, this girl or boy, she or he like the design. How like to the design? You screen out the adjective or adverb like very much. Oh, I like it from the bottom of my heart. So from those adjectives you're going to determine. Okay, from 0 to 5, you're going to 5-star. Based upon this evaluation, I like it very much. Maybe I give you 4. Based upon your polarity evaluation, something like that. So totally just screen out those important information from the post. Then you transform those posts into a quantitative measure. Do you understand? Hello?
Yeah, teacher. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Like, because
yeah,
that in 5-star is more like
Yeah,
general, but you need to
yeah,
know the
or,
specifics.
yeah, or you can use that, we call the scale. Like from the -3, maybe, okay, -2, -1, 0, +1, and +2. Something like that, we call it 5 scale. Oh no, this is, we call the Likert. I'm sorry, called the Likert scale. The 5 scale Likert scale, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. 0 representing, I'm neutral. No, not like I don't like I either. Yeah, it's I'm neutral. No particular comment. We'll call the neutral. The neutral going to be yeah, the 0, a 0 point is given. So like it, yeah, that's okay. +1. I like it very much. Maybe +2. No, yeah, in the post, yeah, I'm not quite sure I like it. Yeah, something is not so convenient. Maybe -1. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Maybe -2. So it depends how, well, the degree of the liking or disliking. Get it? Patricia?
Yeah, teacher. Thank you so much. It's
Yeah,
very clear now.
Yeah, this is yeah, the state of the art. The most of the, we call the, yeah, this is called the social media data analytics or the or called the social politics. Especially the President Tsai. She used a lot of we call the social media analysts try to promote her volume of the most talk about in the internet. We call the social politics. So the President Tsai might want to sell her some new idea how would like to fight for the COVID-19. Then yeah, they're going to send some idea or philosophy or her principle to all the people around the island. So this is called the social politics. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it is two-sided. Sometimes it is positive if it is used in a mistaken way, going to produce a negative effect. So yeah, this is like a two sides of the knife. Sometimes it helps you. You can fight for your fight against your difficulties. Sometimes you hurt yourself. It depends. Then many people joke about the poor quality IT product, like cars and the computer joke. Yeah, the poor quality IT product. So well, yes, yeah, you only understand all the technical stuff. So you do not know the daily life or our civilian. So this is kind of joking. Always joke about the technical people. And people seem to accept system being down occasionally or need to reboot the PC. So this is totally wrong. Totally wrong. The system should tell us, like a Professor Morris fan, okay, you need to pop. You need to pop. Need to give me a warning system is not stable. Now, in order to protect or keep your data or system safe, you need to reboot right now. Then that will be a better system, a better protection. So people always expect, well, yeah, I use over 2 months. I never reboot my system. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe, yeah, it goes down 2 times or 3 times a year. That's, yeah, this is not a problem. So no, I don't think it is an idea we should accept today. So people seem to accept the system being down, which is totally wrong. Last one, then, but quality is very important in many IT projects. Yeah, this costs a lot. Things like a PC, your cell phone, or your desktop, or laptop, or your pad, something. Well, especially Taiwan going to be the hub of the manufacturing assembly company for those ICT products. So every day, so you counter I think the over 30% of those assembly and the raw material or even the component are made from Taiwan. So we need to keep as the highest quality as we can. So quality very important in many IT projects, for sure. So what went wrong? Back in the 86, 2 hospital patients died after receiving fatal doses of the radiation from a Xerox 25 machine. And after a software problem caused the machine to ignore the calibration data. So yeah, the fatal, the casualty. And in one of the biggest software error in banking history, yeah, they use a coded like a Mac system or the Cirrus system, a chemical bank, mistakenly deduced about 15 million from more than the 100,000 customer account. And 2015, United States Department of Justice unsealed indictments, yeah, in what was decided as the largest data break of the name and the email addresses in the history of the internet. So that's kind of stupid, really stupid. So the data protection, especially recent year, as the AI has emerged, one of the future technologies they're going to be broadened and enhanced in the following 10 to 20 years. So data protection and the confidentiality and the proper use of the personal data are going to be the hottest issue. In AI, we call it AI safety. Yeah, this is one of the most important. Then what was the project quality? Then the international organization for standard that is known as ISO. ISO and quality. This accreditation maybe back in 2000 or a little bit back further, back in 1995. As a degree to which a set of the inherent characteristic fulfill. Using this, I'm sorry. Fulfill requirement from ISO 9000 and year 2000. Then other experts define quality based on the conformance to specification, Typically, this is compared with the spec. Specification. This is known as the SPEC spec. And the project's process and the product meet the written specification. Typically, that was given by R&D. R&D and or by the customer. And finally, the fitness for use. So it's a product can be used as it was intended. So we're going to, we call the human center design. Or design as a human. No, not center, human center computing. Yeah, I think that would be one of the hardest issues, especially in the pandemic era, like today. Okay. So we stop here for a while. We're going to have a 10 minutes break. So remember, return to class until 2:10. Okay, I see you later. Okay, we back to the class. Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Okay.
teacher.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, and then the CDC just announced we have almost 600 infection cases. So I think the pandemic getting worse, really getting worse. So that is to say, Taiwan people to restrict ourselves in stricter standard. So and
O sea, ella tomó ahora y no pasó.
yeah, would you like to turn on your camera? Thank you. So we need to have just better control of ourselves and our family and our friend. If you do not have if it is not necessary, do not go out. Do not go out. So okay, back to the class. I know this is kind of sad since for my friend, for my student, we stick to the rule strictly, however. So some people don't think that way. So no, this is like Western people, they don't think there's which is necessary. So it's totally the big mistake. Okay, what is the project quality management? So that is to ensure that the project will satisfy the needs for which it was undertaken. The processes include the planning, quality management. So we're going to do the planning, like we mentioned earlier. So going to check or to how many human resources, technical resources that can be deployed during the project management, during the project implementation, and identifying which quality standards are relevant to the project and how to satisfy things. Actually, this is the objective. And a matrix is a standard of measurement. So you need to have the goal. The goal needs to be defined. Quantitative. Quantitatively. Okay. The goal should be it should be defined quantitatively, so like a dollar sign, like can be evaluated by the dollar sign, or can be evaluated by what is a percentage, or you can, or something you want to achieve the yield, right? Or what is the maximum defect rate to be tolerated, or the market share increases, or you just have a project for the campaign. You launch a new product like a Gogoro, the new model, especially designed for students. There's a lower 50,000 new Taiwan dollar, or lower 30,000 new Taiwan dollar, or that can be a new model that is for the new business model for Rain. For each semester, a student only pay the maintenance fee for maybe like 700 Taiwan dollar for maintenance or something like that. This is paid by installment, or paid by rent, or paid by leasing. So this is like a campaign rate, or yeah, this is something need to be specific. So the performing quality control, the monitoring specific project results to ensure that they comply with the relevant quality standard. Yeah, that's for sure. Like or like the ISO, or satisfied with like the Dell, the system, or TS16949 for the automobile or something. And this is standard. Okay. Yeah, I think it's not, the font is kind of small. Okay, planning, the plan quality management, the output, the process plan quality management, output, the quality management plan, and the process improvement, or plan and quality matrix, the quality checklist. This is on the to-do list, or on the checklist, or something you should do or should not do. And the project document update, like documentation. So sometimes you change the procedure, change the SOP, standard operation procedure, like SOP. So change SOP since you solve the problem in a different way, better way, in improved way, or by using a more straightforward methodology. Then, so the SOP should be updated. Then the output should be change request, or project management plan update, and project document update, and organization process asset update. Okay, this is the execution phase. In the monitoring and controlling phase, the process is perform quality control. It's called the PC, the QC process. The output is the quality control measurements and the validated change. So the validate deliverables, the work performance information, the change request, project management plan update, project document update, organization process asset updates. Also, this is so under there's some underlying. This should be the direction and project start until the project finish. Then, excuse me, the quality planning, which implies, excuse me, I need to turn it off. Okay. Implies the ability to anticipate situation and prepare action to bring about the desired outcome. Then so which is important to prevent the defect by selecting proper material. So like we perform the accreditation, accreditation system. Hold on. Give me a second. I will be back. Give me a second. And I'm back. I'm back. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. So that's important to prevent defects. Selecting proper raw material. Maybe something come from which is referred to the assignable courses. Or called the special courses. So which come from actually originated from Phi-N. Do you remember that? Would you like to say something about what are those Phi-N? 杜嘉诺。
Hello, professor. Can you repeat again?
So you need to listen to me carefully. So what are those Phi-N? So the Phi-N, they actually the source of the root causes or assignable causes. Sorry, would you like to help him?
Like man, machine.
And machine.
Material.
Material and
人机料法人机料
method, right?
Method,
Okay,
对
so
yeah.
Okay,
also method
okay, so
and money.
yeah, sure, money. Okay, so money is an investment. All right, thank you. Turn off your. Okay. Then training and introducing. Inducting people in quality. Just teach excuse me. I turn it off. So we just indoctrinating people in quality. So give it the on-site training. Yeah, planning a process that ensures the appropriate outcome. So yeah, to give them or give them the small the pilot project and to build a pilot project, then just follow the planning of the planning quality of the project and monitor all the procedure until the outcome. Just monitor all the detail in the pipeline. So scope aspects of IT projects. So functionality is a degree to which a system performs its intended function. So would you like to give an example? What is the functionality for example, like a cell phone or computer? 孟瑜 functionality.
You mean the phone's function?
Functionality. Functionality. Yeah, let me put example like for computer. So actually we can do the documentation, like we can store our data, or we can run our program. That's going to be the functionality, right? Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay,
I
this is the
see.
functionality. Yeah, give me an example in your daily life.
Phone can take a photos.
Yeah,
Also,
photo,
we
that's
can
cool.
edit the photos.
Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, then second, features are system special characteristics that appeal to user. Patricia, I'd like to say something about the features. For example, you use a camera, you use a cell phone, or use something like most of the thing. Patricia,
For
what kind
example,
of?
can be the feature of a cell phone. For example, iPhone can be the camera. That is a huge, it's a, like a special characteristic.
Okay, so there could be 3D. You can shot the 3D photo, or they can provide a handshaking mechanism when you take in a photo, right? Okay, the camera. Thank you. This is a kind of feature. Like, okay, for the sunglasses, they can just water, so they can just anti-braking. If you just use it for snowing, so the anti-braking glasses, the anti-ultraviolet sunshine or something. So this is features. And system output are the screens and the reports the system generates. So system output, so that kind of document, that's a kind of report. Some the data or some documentation. Performance addresses how well a product or service performs the customer's intended use. How good, and how well, and how satisfactory, right? How satisfactory, then okay, so then the next one, reliability is the ability of the product or service to perform as expected under normal conditions. So need to be stable under different changes in the environment. The functionality still perform normally without any abnormal changes. Then the last one is maintainability. So that is to say, that is to address the ease of performing maintenance on the product. Then typically there's several maintenance schemes that has been proposed so far. First of all, we call the preventive maintenance. The preventive maintenance, that means that we just perform maintenance by schedule. Every 5,000 kilometer, our automobile going to go to the shop for oil change. That's a preventive maintenance, or called a total TPM, total preventive maintenance, called a TPM. So that means this including all the all the discipline of the people. They're going to follow the order, to perform the functionality by book, to perform maintenance by following the book, and try to clean the environment and follow the standard operation procedure, and try to give the endeavor to provide any possible room or possible way to improve the productivity and the throughput of the workstation or the procedure. So this is called the TPM. Then later they call the condition-based maintenance, called the CBM. And CBM, the condition-based maintenance, that means for a particular situation, we're going to provide a particular troubleshooting plan. So there's in the database, we call the case, that is referred to the case-based reasoning scheme. So every time we're going to have a plan or plot for that particular breakdown. So that is stored in the knowledge base or the case-based reasoning scheme. That is called the condition-based maintenance. Then later is quite dynamic. It's called the predictive maintenance, called the PDM. Okay, called the PDM. Predictive maintenance based upon, that is that scheme is based upon the PHM. The PHM mechanism. PHM is a prognostic, and the health using health management. Once the system is on, then the PDM can understand how aging and how wearing of the tool and the process, condition, status of the tool, of the part, or the functionality. Then the PDM can provide or project the best date for maintenance from product to product, from order to order, from batches to batches. So this is known as PDM. Typically, which is done by using the deep learning. Typically, we use the LSTM. Okay, like this, PDM. So this is the scope aspect of the IT project functionality, features, system outputs, performance, how good we can provide the deliver performance to the customer, reliability and maintainability. Then who is responsible for the quality of projects? And the project manager are ultimately responsible for the success or failure or for the quality management on their project. So there's no way they give any excuses or possible failure. They're going to respond. They take in charge of that. So several organizations and references can help project managers and their teams understand quality. So like ISO, like IEEE. The IEEE is a quite international organization, the academic organization, like electronics, and IEEE and engineer, like Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, which is in the engineering domain, they're going to be the top institute. Then performing quality assurance. So quality assurance which is non-SQA. Quality assurance includes all the activities related to satisfying the relevant quality standard for a project. So sometimes assurance are reported that like QCC. Quality called the quality control circle, QCC circle. There's a school of quality, a quite small group of the quality group person that they're going to meet every morning before they start to work. They're going to share their idea, their knowledge and the experiences, how they progress, how they troubleshoot the problem or the defective or the difficulty of the yesterday. What kind of report they have done, what kind of the procedure they have devised, and then when, how, where, who, and those information going to record it. So they're going to share in the QCC, quality control circle. This idea is quite Japanese since it is like a quite culture or human-centered culture. Then another goal of quality assurance is continuous quality improvement. Typically in Taiwan, we call the QIT, called the Quality Improvement Team. For the QIT. So it's a continuous improvement. So this is a never-ending story. So would you like to share what is the pioneer of the quality improvement? So what is the first idea of the quality improvement in history? Somebody will volunteer to say something. Mengyu.
Those expertise, they like you mean like Deming or some people?
Yes, it's
talk
Deming.
About.
Yeah, the Deming. Let me say that. The quality cycle proposed by Deming. What is the first Deming cycle? Do you remember the PDCA, right?
Oh.
Yeah, this is the PDCA. Remember the plan, do and check, and the action. So yeah, I mentioned in my class, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a kind of cycle or the 4AD. Yeah, let me say that 4AD. Yeah, I'm sorry. AD. Let me give you a link. Hold on. Yeah, this is AD. Let me give you the wiki. This is discipline problem solving. This define an discipline problem solving AD. Yeah, let me give you the D5, D8. Actually, I've been the AD coaching of the Foxconn before. Yeah, it's a long time ago. A long time ago. Yeah, do you see the text? Yeah, I just copy from the wiki, right? Compared to the PDCA, so there's a 8 disciplines problem solving. This is a comparable PDCA cycle, the following the logic. The D0 preparation and emergency response action. D1 user team. D2 describe the problem like DMAC, define the problem, describe the problem. D3 develop interim containment plan. So that define and implement containment action to isolate the problem from other customer. So interim containment plan. So the isolation, okay, just focus on the problem. The D4 determine and verify root causes and the escape points. So how can you identify those root causes or assignable causes and there's something you can get away from that? That's a why. How can you get away from that using the Ishikawa fishbone diagram? Then number 5, verify performance correction. No, the permanent correction. What is the action for problem that will resolve the problem for the customer? The D6 define and implement corrective action. So going to testing, you have a few testing results. Then feedback to the project leader, do some adjustment. The number 7, prevent reoccurrence, the safeguarding mechanism, system problem. Finally, congratulate the main contributor to your team. It's like a PDCA. So, however, this is has been consolidated or decomposed in the more details. This is how we this another.
Teacher.
Yes.
When I was looking for the AD about the information, and they appeared AD and 16 AD, 16D.
16V. What do you mean?
Yeah. Do you know what is the difference?
16V. Where are you referring to?
I didn't know. I will send you later, but it was like AD and 16D. So it was talking about the PDSA and the difference of AD.
Okay. There's a revised version, PDCA, PDSA, right? PD.
Yeah.
PD what? What is the third letter? S? PDSA or PD what? Trisha? Hello?
I sorry, teacher. I just closed the window. I was looking for information, but I closed the window. But
Okay.
I will look it for.
The PDSA?
Yeah.
Okay. The S stand for cool. This is cool question. They call the PD. This is called stand. The same. Yeah. The philosophy is same. Called the standardization. This is like a create an SOP. So solve the problem, you need to get into the SOP. So that's why they use the standardize. Okay, standardize. Standardize. Yeah, this is a revised version of the PDCA. However, this is quite similar spirit. Get it?
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, cool. Okay, then we have go. Okay, then improvement Kaizen. Yeah, in Chinese, this is improvement. It's Kaizen. Excuse me, Kaizen. In Chinese, it is 改善 Kaizen. Since most of the Japanese just learn the idea from China, especially in Tang Dynasty, right? Especially the Kyoto, especially the most of the antique, the palaces and all the emperor palaces that are copied from Tang Dynasty in China. So they use a Kaizen, the Kaizen. It's a Japanese word, actually it is Chinese, for improvement or change for the better. The next one, learn, involves evaluating processes to maximize customer value while minimizing waste. So that is the in Japanese, their philosophy is a waste is a demon. No, not demon. It's a devil. Yeah, it's a devil. Yeah, typically they describe the waste actually like an iceberg underwater. Let me show you a picture. Let me show you a picture. No, I will give you a better presentation. Yeah, I think you can look at this picture. Yeah, just just click that hyperlink provided. Do you see that? Do you see that picture? Do you see the iceberg?
Yeah.
Okay. How about the impression when you see the iceberg? Somebody would like to say that? Iceberg. The iceberg, some portion above the water. There's a large portion under the water. The large portion under the water is referred to waste. Something you never see, something you never pay attention to. That means that's some opportunity you can make improvement. There's always hidden waste in the system, in the company, in the organization. So we would like to lower the water level and to review the portion of the waste. How can you lower the water level? How can you? How can you? The WIP, the work in process level. That's called the WIP, right? This is in the operation or production management by Professor Ce Zhenghua, right? Sorry, right? Does Professor Ce mention this before? What is a WIP? What the WIP is? Sorry.
I think yes, from Shenguang, right?
Yes, Shenzhen so they mentioned. Hold on. Yeah, let me type the Chinese. Patricia, can you figure out what 在制品 is, right? Can you recognize the Chinese character? Patricia, can you? Hello, Meng Yu, since you are not IE in the department, 在制品 that means something still under the pipeline and not finished yet, still under the processing. 在制品 that means sub-assembly, something still under processing and they are not end product. So that means, okay, look at the iceberg picture. Something, if we lower the WIP level, then some waste will come out of the water. When you see the the portion out of the water, you can solve it. You can remove it. That's why the Japanese hate the waste. So Japanese describe the waste like an iceberg under the water. Okay, then. The iceberg underwater is referred to as the waste in the production system. Get it? And the water level is referred to the WIP level. Patricia, do you get it? Hello, Patricia.
Now you explain, yes. But at first I didn't understand, but now you explain. Now I get it, the picture.
Okay, that's cool. So totally it makes sense, right? You lower the water, that means you you have ability, then things that you have room for process improvement. Things that means the WIP level reduced. That means you are capable doing your job since the WIP not pile up. So you are not desperately to processing the manufacturing parts. You still have time. You still have your own possible capability to look into the room for quality improvement. Right. So this is the idea about the waste. Okay, this is Len. Okay, talk about something. The idea of lean can be used in the company. How about the lean university? What do you think about the idea of lean at a university? What do you think? Jiang Mingchun. What do you think? How can make the university lean?
I have no idea.
No idea. And then somebody would like to share your idea. How about Jiwei?
Hey.
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 Hey. Say.
Say. Can you repeat your question?
No, you never pay attention to me. Okay, so my question is, how can you put the idea of lean into university? How can you make the university to be lean?
Try to do something.
Yeah, of course. Do what? What? Shaolin would tell him.
Reduce waste.
Yeah, for example.
From school, if you want to reduce waste, maybe like more environmental.
Yes, environmental waste, like we can go to the class online like this we are doing now. Then
Yes.
the utility is reduced, and all the garbage is reduced, all the electricity is reduced, or yeah, or all the formal documentation can be carried or deployed or delivered by email or electrical documentation system, then the paperless, the system will help to reduce the waste of the paper, right? Yeah, to make it lean. Or there's a single window service desk. Like if the student would like to, well, they're going to have a national Minister of Science and Technology project. They try to reimburse the money for the project. So they don't need to go to the HR office, then get the proof and go to the chairman office, get the proof. So there's a single window desk to improve all the procedure. So that is make it lean. Understand? So then the next one is the benchmarking. The benchmarking is generates idea for quality improvement by comparing specific project practices or product characteristic to those of other project or product within or outside the performing organization. So this is called the best practice. Best practice, that means they've done the best in the organization or outside the organization. In Chinese, we call 标杆, right? Okay, so we make a break. So return to class after the break. I talk to you later. Okay, we back to the class. Hello. And benchmark, the benchmark referred to 标杆, that means this is best practice in organization. And okay, then the next one is the quality audit. There's a by third party. There's a by third party is a structure review of specific quality management activity like a ISO, that help identify lessons learned that could improve performance on current or future projects. This is like so like a R&D, like a manufacturing firm or production firm or design phase. So would like to have an internal audit or external audit. That's internal, audit or external audit. Okay. So what went right? Well, the Kanban uses 5 core property. They have 5 advantages. The Kanban in Chinese that refer to Kanban, right? Kanban, which means a visual system, the visual workflow, a limit. So this control of the WIP. So they try to streamline the process. So that is also known as the PULL system, the PULL system. Would any one of you like to say something between the difference between the PULL and the versus PULL system? Something? Somebody? Patricia, would like to say something? Comparison between the PULL and the PULL system. Hello?
I am thinking.
You're thinking? Or Shaolin, help her.
I'm also thinking.
Okay, PULL system. PULL system like MRP or ERP. This is push system. So there's a computing the how many part and what is raw material and what is a processing step, what is a capability should be ready for in order to fulfill the order like that. Push system like a Kanban system, like a Toyota production system, always known as the PULL system. They try to reduce the inventory level. They use a Kanban in order to control the flow, or use this is like a 7 minute die change method. Try to exchange the production line for different product. Or this is pokeyoke for mistake proven. Mistake proven, or yeah, or anything else. Inventory system, pokoyake PULL system, yeah, something like that. Then measure and manage flow. The make process policies explicit. So this is always have a slogan, always have a Kanban, and yeah, let me show you. that production system wiki. Yeah, touch. This is back in the 1948. Yeah, let me see that the goal concept, just in time principle, Kaizen, respect. No, they didn't add something valuable. Kanban, Kaizen, just in time, Pokeyake, Siri. Okay, something. I think I mentioned all of them, or another called just in time. JIT system. Okay. Use a model to recognize improvement opportunities. So application of Kanban is different for different team. So they can be a visual system, they could be a cupboard, band, or they can be a particular signboard or something. Controlling quality. The main outputs of quality control are acceptance decisions. So how can you make the, so going to accept the lot, accept the lot or reject the lot. So there's a lot checking. So what kind of the sampling plan you're going to apply to in order to check the quality level, typically based upon the quality level called the AQL. This is the average quality level. So you're going to set up the different quality level for different product for different customer. Excuse me. So there are seven basic tools of quality that help in performing quality control. So this is a cause and effect. This is known as Ishikawa, right? And trace complaints about quality problems back to the responsible production operations team, which help you find the root cause of a problem, which is also known as a fishbone or Ishikawa diagram. So I like to, so I invented a new Ishikawa called the Ishikawa. Ishikawa. I mean, that means this is intelligent. Or Ishikawa. I would like to use that. This is more state of the art. I stand for intelligent, E for, yeah, or evidence, or electric, or or evidence. So it could be either way. Provide evidence why you list the possible causes for that effect during the information gathered to the via the sensor. Information gathered via sensor. Or E, that mean, so that mean electronic or electrical. So that mean can show electrically. So can also use the 5 whys technique, where you repeat it asking the question why. 5 is good rule of thumb to peel away the layer of symptoms that can lead to the root causes. Okay, the 5 possible M. So this is example of the Ishikawa. So sample cause and effect diagram on the fishbone, the fish head. The problem, this is a user cannot get into the system. This is a problem or defect or malfunction or return lot or unqualified equipment or the equipment breakdown. Yeah, so many types. Then we like to trace upstream or is a possible breakdown which is due to the contamination contaminate contamination or by the improper assembly or by the insufficient training, or this is a hardware misqualification, or user hardware. There's or users negligence or software, or this is not updated version of software. Something like that. So this is a sample, the cause and effect diagram. The quality control chart, and a control chart is a graphics display of data that illustrate the results of a process over time, typically just a time series plot. Time series plotting, then the main use of control chart is to prevent defects rather than detect or reject them. So then try to avoid them in advance. So let's try to circumvent the process of normality. So this is our objective. So we don't want to expect them to so we're going to avoid recurrence. So the quality control charts allow you to determine whether a process is in control or out of control. So when the process in control, any variation in the results of the process are created, not created, or just contributed by random event. This is called a random. This is a random errors, or this is random causes, or something like that. So processes that are in control do not need to be adjusted. So leave the process to be alone. If the process only due to the random causes or random error, just leave them alone. Then when process is out of control, variations in the results of the process are created or are caused by non-random effect. This is a sign of a cause. We'll call the special causes. Then processes that need to identify cause of those non-random events and adjust the process to correct or eliminate them. Finally, we'll bring back the process to normal. So this is the ultimate goal of the quality control charts. So then the 7-run rule. So typically, so we are going to observe 7 runs. I'm sorry, 7 runs in a row. Continues to monitor 7 consecutive runs. Then the 7 runs state that if 7 data points in a row are below the mean or above the mean, then yeah, something wrong with that. Or all increasing or decreasing, then process need to be monitored more carefully, need to be examined for non-random problems. It gotta be, even though none of them extrapolate fall out of the control limit. However, there's still pattern or latent information that deserve further investigation. So this is 7-run rules. That is just a fall within one either side of the mean, or there's a monotone increasing or monotone decreasing. Or monotone decrease. So you need to be cautious when this pattern is observed. Then you need to look into the data. Is that particular trend to bring the process totally out of control? Then this is an example of the SPC chart, which is known as the Schuher chart. We'll call the X-bar chart. How can you plot X-bar chart? Somebody to share. How can we? Hui Xin, how can you plot the SPC chart? Hui Xin, you are silent today. You are really silent today. For the X-bar chart, how would you? What kind of information you plot on the chart? Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, and sorry, that's your turn. Help your body out. Fill your body out.
Use UCL, LCL.
Okay. How can we construct the UCL and the LCL?
UCL, LCL. We calculate that.
Yeah, we calculate that based upon what?
The 3 sigma.
Okay, thank you. Then what kind of information we plot on the chart?
We plot on the chart.
There's a point, right? How can we calculate the point? What do we plot on the chart? There's a point. There's a point plotted on the chart, right? So what does that point mean? Yeah, this is a sample point, right? We take the average of the sample and plot it on the chart, right? Am I right? Sorry.
Yeah, I think yes.
Yeah, sure. This is a sample. This is a sample mean. we plot the sample mean on that in order to see the pattern of that. The upper control limit, lower control limit. So like this, look at this. There's a in the middle. There's a several. There's a several point. Do you see that? Let me show you. See that? Okay. Not here. Using where is that? Do you see that? Do you see my mouse indicating?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 point in the row. It gotta be a problem, even though none of them extrapolate outside the control limit. So the problem, this is the big problem, right? Okay, this is monotone decreasing. Okay, done. Okay, geez, where's my, oh, right here. Oh, come on. I turned it off, my mistake. Jeez, okay, I apologize, my stupidity. I need to open again, I'm sorry. Yeah, project stupidity. Okay. Yeah, let me reload it. Stupidity. Yeah, there you go. If I don't know. No, I want to give you a full shot. Okay, we have a full shot. Thank you. Yeah, we have it. Then a check sheet is used to collect and analyze the data. So it is sometimes called a tally sheet or checklist, depending on its format. Or in the example of the later next page, most complaints arrive via text message, like we investigate the posts in the Facebook or through the Twitter or even in the IG. So there are more complaints on Monday and Tuesday than the other days of the week. So why is it a Blue Monday? Always a Blue Monday. After weekend, the first day we return to work, always a lot of complaints. This information might be useful in improving the process for handling complaints. So this is a sample of check sheet. So system complaints. So this is a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and so on and so forth. Then according to the sources, from the different sources, from the sampling line, from the painting, from the drilling, from the quality check, from the from the final assembly and the AOI inspection, and so on and so forth. So in this case, the source comes from email, texting, the phone call, and so on and so forth. So then let me and then a scatter diagram helps to show if there's a relationship between two variables. Typically, we're going to investigate by vary a relationship like this. By variable, that means two variables. I like to calculate a relationship. For example, would you like to give me a two variable example, Jiang Mingchun? Hello, Jiang Mingchun.
Yeah.
So would you like to give me an example? When there's a two variable, they are correlated. What kind of example would you like to have? Or let me give you an example, and you give us. I give you an example, and you give us another. So, for example, I'm the teacher. I would like to investigate the relationship. I teach in the class 2甲 or 3甲. We teach the course of statistics. We also I teach them the course quality control. I would like to investigate the relationship. If a student have a great or a good performance on statistics, is that necessary to say they have a good performance on quality control? So this is the two variable situation. Now you give us your example. Do you understand my question?
I understand.
Or somebody, Li Qihong.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, you'd like to give us your example?
So could be an example, for example, between two markets or grocery stores, like who people prefer to go to buy things.
Yes. And
or could be probably between Costco or between ART market.
So ART, so you like to investigate what is variable X? The first variable, you mean?
The first one is for example, people who buy in Costco.
Buy in Costco?
Yes.
Okay, then what is the variable Y? Second variable?
People who go to buy in ART market.
ART market? Oh, what do you mean ART?
It's a supermarket.
Okay, supermarket. Okay, there's a comparison.
Yeah.
Well, I would not say it is wrong. However, they're going to be in a different situation. Like since there's they seems not to have a direct relationship between them. Like for example, for you, for example, like you are from Central America, right?
Yes.
Then due to your background, so you have better. So when you learn the Italian, compared to the other nationality, you are easier to learn the Italian. So there's a two variables. So for me, like if I get a degree from Taiwan Tech or Taipei Tech,
yeah,
based upon the high profile, I get a degree from the high profile university, I get a high salary. So there's a relationship. So you give us another one.
Okay. I give you your example. Using your example, like for me, will be more easy to understand and to learn Portuguese.
Yes.
Because I speak Spanish, so have some to relate it with.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. This is highly related, highly correlated, since they have a same language root. They have the same root. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Thank you, Chiyoung. That's a good example. Then Meng Yu, would you like to give us your example? 梦鱼
I'm thinking, but I have an example, but I'm not sure that is right or not.
Don't worry, speak up.
Okay, for example, I'm a customer, so there is a 7-Eleven near my house, but the stuff is more expensive than other place. And there is another market that is far away from my house, but that is cheaper. So we can investigate customer they prefer to go to 7-Eleven or another market.
Yeah, depends on different. For example, like we can compare different product, like this the Coke, or different prices. Different price. For example, the cheaper price, the price different only one Taiwan dollar or 2 Taiwan dollar. You prefer convenience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then if there's a big difference when you buy, for example, buy a Godiva, this is a chocolate, or you you like to buy, for example, a big thing like a cake, or like yeah, there's a quite famous cake called 海绵蛋糕，有一个叫 I forgot the name. This is it's the cheesecake. For example, the cheesecake may cost you 500. However, you can it's the 2 kilometers away from home. However, this is the 50 Taiwan dollars less. You prefer?
Yeah.
Going further. Okay. Okay, cool. Then this is scatter plot. This is how to show if there's a relationship between two variables. So the closest data point are to a diagonal line, and the more closely to variable are correlated. So if they can plot in a straight line, can fall close to a straight line. Then they have they're closer relationship. Okay, it depends on how a linearity pattern is using observe. Yeah, this is quite visual, quite straightforward. Okay, done. Next one. Okay, this is a sample scatter plot. See that? Yeah, this is quite close to a straight line, right? There's a. Let me show like this. No, where's my? No, where's my plot? I don't know. No, it's another disaster. I'm sorry. I should not use this. I need to reopen that. I'm sorry. Using So yeah, the full screen. Okay, there you go. Okay, then we have a line that can fall to resemble the relationship between the x and y, the user satisfaction rating, and this is the age of the respondent. So you can see that it goes at the not adverse reversibly proportion. So this is a reversibly proportional. So you can see that this is user satisfaction get when we have the younger age, they got a lower. Let me see that. So the low so younger age get higher user satisfaction rating, right? So it goes reversely proportional. Okay. And next one, histogram. Yeah, histogram I think has been widely accepted as a bar chart, bar graph of distribution of variable. There's only two objectives. First, I would like to check the central tendency and the data dispersion. Okay. So each bar represents an attribute or characteristic of the problem or situation that depends on the frequency of that problem that occurring, and the height of the bar representing the frequency. Okay. So I think there's an example. This is a sampling histogram. Then based upon that, according to the hierarchy of importance that can be ranked, then the Pareto analysis can be conducted. Okay, today I stop here. I think now it's close to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And remember, there are 5 people that are going to be assigned to present, and the week after next week. These 5 people going to present their paper, the paper reading work. Those 5 people are Shaolin, right? Li Qihong and Zhang Yichun, right? Gao Mengyu and Hui Xin, right? Am I right? Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so just you better prepare as soon as possible. Then so next week I'm going to wrap up the remaining part of this slide. Then going to end the lecturing of this semester, and the following 2 weeks going to be the presentation weeks. So I see you next week. Thank you, and stay away from trouble. Stay home as best as you can, since pandemic is still high, and the infection cases increases. So always be cautious when you out. You be sure to wear you should be wearing mask all the time. All right, see you next week. See you.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And remember, just send me the link of the recording. Sorry. Thank you.